Okay, here we are. I'm got permission to come out on a site, and I've been told that it was an old hotel at one stage, and on the property here's the old well that used to service a school and probably a few dwellings on this property. The owner, Andy, at the moment has covered it over with for safety reasons, which is common sense for the place. We've got cattle in it. But just over here next to this little old persimmons tree, which he tells me has been on the property since the early photos, and just up the side of the hill here is where the school used to be. Now down on the side down here is just where the railway siding used to come around, and yeah, it's not there anymore of course, but be interesting anyway. But yeah, little old property, used to be a little old village here years ago. Be interesting to see what I can come up with. Alright. So as you can see here, we're just pulled up. There's all these contours here. You may not see it on the video, but you can see these contours in the bank on the ground here, and you can see a bit better there. But this here is where the gardens used to grow to sustain the village. And just here where we're standing, there's a bit of a clearing just here, and somewhere around here is where the post office and that was. So it'll be interesting if we can locate something there, because there's usually some stuff laying around old post offices and things. But yeah, as you can see, the contours, and we're driving across and it goes up and down. So I reckon this is where they had their gardens to grow food for the property. Now that's back down there, is that where that little persimmons tree is, where the school used to be. So very interesting. We just stumbled across this and walk around the paddock here looking. And you can see here there's a miniature rose bush, which they used to have around climbers around the old properties, because they were easy to maintain that. And there's a little flower there coming out for the season. So you know, this here, maybe this is where the church and where the post office used to be, but sometimes these little rose bushes can be transported just by cutting with ploughing the paddock. But a little bit of evidence of something been going on around this area here. Gardens and whatever. And what we're doing here is we're just driving down this track here, and we're pretty sure that this used to be the main road to Grafton, and there's kangaroos over there too. And you can see it goes through those trees there on the top of the ridge there.
All around here there's...
Yeah, just here where we are now at a bit of a cutting, as you can see the roadway works there, but it's not the old stagecoach road. But I reckon it must have been one of the roads out of Grafton to Casino, probably the main road before the new modern road was built, because it followed the railway line around to a certain degree. And just out on the top here, you see a flat areas, and there's been sightings of burnt rock in rings, so they must have campfires where the old bullockies used to stay. But yeah, you can see this road formed here, it's very interesting. I'd say it must have been the original road, dirt road, the Grafton to Casino. But yeah, alright. Right, we've come down here. This is the original handmade stockyards from the station when it was operating as a big property, and they used to load the cattle here. But this was they were built around about the 1930s. It's had a couple of bushfires through it since then, but they're all hand cut. You can see by the posts they're all mortised in by hand, post and rail. But yep, a little bit more history of the place. Very good. Well, we're over here near the stockyards now, and the owner of the property said he was doing some work on his car here one day, and he lost his wedding ring. Anyway, we've been having a bit of a look around, not much here anyway. We've come across here, and I've got a bit of a signal here, which is yeah, about 4 inches deep, 2 inches deep. It's up in the high level, so as you can hear by that, it's Sounds a lot better than a nail or something. So we're going to have a bit of a scratch here and just see what we come up with. So I'll switch it off until we find what we're on to. Well, there you go. I am so wrapped because we've dug down on this spot here and cleaned the grass off, and straight in just under the grass was his wedding ring. Well, isn't that great? Way out in the middle of the paddock here, you would not find a bit of gold, and here we have it. So he's wrapped, he's got a grin on like a Cheshire cat coming out of a fowl house. So, and his wife will be wrapped too. Isn't that a good story for the day? You know, he's let us come onto his property to have a look around for some relics, and we end up finding the ring for him that he'd lost 4 years ago. Geez, I'm pleased. I'm really happy. Yeah, I got a bit of a noise here, but I didn't record it but I've got it out now. It's up in here. It's not a bad signal. Could be an old pull tab or something. And we'll have a bit of a look here and see what we come up with. Well, that's how it goes. First little bit is a bit of rubbish, a bit of copper pipe. So we'll get a bit of that, I'd say. But that's the first dig today after we found the magic gold wedding ring. Okay. Yeah, we got a bit of a noise here somewhere. Where was it? That's on all metal mode. I'll just change, I'll put iron to scrim on. Yeah, no change in the noise for iron to scrim, so we'll do a location on this one. That's pinpointed that there. What did he say his wife's name was?
I'm not sure.
Any crackle there now. Can't get it.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a signal here. It's not very deep. Oh, it's fluctuating a bit. Start the rain, so we'll have to. Yeah, it's up around the 90s, and it's between 2 and 4 inches deep. So we'll get back to you when we dig it out. Yeah, we've got a bit of a noise here with the Garrett Pro pointer, so we'll dig a bit more out here to see if we can find something. Still in the hole. I didn't think it was that deep, but it might be on the side here somewhere. Ah, there's something. There's something there. You see that there, Jess? I don't know what it is, but something big and round. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty big. No, that's metal. There it is. bung off a 44-gallon drum. Alright.
Get back to you when we find
Bit of rubbish. Another bit of rubbish. Right on.